I'm Malika Norman, and welcome to Buckingham News. Our top stories: a fresh addition to the Buckingham food shopping scene, do the youth of Buckingham have a sweet tooth, and the university held their annual matriculation ceremony. On Friday, the 26th of October, the new fine food independent retail shop, Kiwi and Palm, opened its doors in the Buckingham Town Centre, supplying the community with local artisan treats, including wine, bread, and meats. Suki Sagu reports.
Opening its doors for the first time, husband and wife team, Jonathan and Catriona Aldershaw, welcomed the community to Kiwi and Palm, their brand new shop selling artisan speciality food and drink.
So far it's been fantastic, and the enthusiasm and the goodwill that we've received from people in Buckingham and around Buckingham has just been fantastic. Buckingham seems the ideal place for that, to celebrate the good food. Many of them are produced within just 10 miles away from the shop. I like all the products, otherwise they wouldn't be here. and yeah, so far so good, very exciting.
Judging by the happy faces and satisfied stomachs, the people of Buckingham are happy to welcome Kiwi and Palm. After spending 12 months sourcing only the best ingredients, the community have little to do other than to get behind a local business, striving for the best local products.
This one's called the Cosmic Collection because they look like the various planets. And the reason we love them is that they are so unique. They're all hand painted, they all come with cards describing the flavours, which are all very different. There's flavours like lightly burnt caramel, sweetened with orange, vanilla and white chocolate ganache, surrounded by a beautifully tart rhubarb centre. So, as part of the Kiwi, bit of Kiwi and Palm, we've tried to source some really special New Zealand products. These gems are particularly good.
After their successful opening, it looks like Kiwi and Palm will have a long-lived life in Buckingham, with the love and adoration from the locals. Situated on Market Street, Buckingham, Jonathan and Catriona look forward to welcoming you. This is Suki Sagu for Buckingham News.
Trick or treat. With Halloween today, Buckingham News ran our own spooky experiment. Given the choice, would kids choose sweets or satsumas? That's what Lexi Grishnall went to find out.
Halloween is the time for all people to let their spooky side out, with carved pumpkins, creepy costumes, scary decorations, and of course the tradition of trick-or-treating. Kids knock on doors, yell trick-or-treat, expecting sweets. However, there has been a wave of satsumas raiding the treat bags, causing mayhem for those with a sweet tooth. We took to the streets of Buckingham and performed our Halloween experiment. Sweets or satsumas?
A treat.
Who? Chelsea. I think treat.
Would you rather have trick or treat?
Treat. Thank you. Treat.
Yeah.
In spite of parents' best attempts, it is clear that the children of Buckingham want the treat and not the trick this Halloween. However, many parents that we spoke to mentioned that they will not be celebrating Halloween this year due to growing concerns in their children's safety. This is Lexi Grisner reporting for Buckingham News.
It's once again time to formally welcome the new freshers into the university with the traditional matriculation ceremony inside the beautiful parish church of St. Peter and St. Paul. Timothy Incombe went along to capture this wonderful occasion.
On Monday, 29th of October, the annual matriculation ceremony took place for this year's undergraduate and postgraduate freshers, held at the parish church of St. Peter and St. Paul. It acts as a formal ceremony welcoming the new students and making the official admission into the university.
We decided a couple of years ago it would be nice to have a formal beginning so everyone could meet together in one place, so people from different schools could see each other and there could just be a sense of occasion, a starting point.
I thought it was really beautiful, especially the music at the start and the ending. That was magnificent, like the personal touch, kind of like just connected to my soul somehow.
I felt Buckingham made me part of the family, they introduced us well, and yeah, I can't wait to start my uni degree.
How we're going to be studying together, we're going to be one big family, and I just think it's a really nice thing for the students.
The matriculation ceremony ended on a high note with over 300 students who attended the event finally being part of the Buckingham family. With a warm welcome from the Vice Chancellor and all different heads of faculties, this event turned out to be a success. This is Timothy Nkum from the Buckingham News.
A female safety poster campaign called Ask for Angela is often found on the back of loo doors in pubs and bars. Previously, 2 Ask for Angela posters appeared at the university, triggering discussions about what to do on awkward or bad dates. Catherine Matthews went to investigate.
The Ask for Angela campaign started in early November of 2016 by the Lincolnshire County Council. The sign says that if you are on a bad date, if it feels weird, or if you don't feel safe, you should go to the bar and ask for Angela, and the bar staff will help you discreetly escape that situation.
The bar staff straight away know that female is in a dangerous position. What they'll do is they'll say, yes, she's just at the back, or she's just out the back here, would you like to go see her? And straight away they'll pull her into the bar, into a safe place in the back of the bar. And then from there they'll have a chat with her and ask, what's going on, how can we help, and get a more insight into what's happening with that female.
I went searching for who placed the posters in the Old Town Law Mill. Some in the girls' bathroom, and one in the bar area, which has since disappeared. No one could give me a straight answer. Under the old bar manager, staff reported that they were told nothing about the campaign.
The Ask Angela campaign is essentially it's set up for females in danger. If you look at the stats around clubs and bars and night clubbing and night times and things like that, unfortunately it is still a bit of a sexist world, and females are more in danger than males.
And reporting for Buckingham News, this is
toffee apples, fireworks, and blazing fires. It's a battle of the holidays. Which one does Buckingham love more? Richard Agbasoga has the story.
Halloween as we know it has been celebrated for over 100 years, but in recent times it's become a holiday rife with consumerism and bad costumes. Bonfire is now celebrated nationwide on the 5th of November each year, with the main attraction being burning a famous Catholic on a huge pyre. You can't be fully invested in both, so we took to the streets to find which one the citizens of Buckingham stand behind.
Well, where I come from, Halloween is always the sort of festival, if you like.
Halloween, if it's on a weekend, I can go out with my mates and have a bit more fun. Bonfire night's more restricted, there's not really that much to do.
I've got 2 very young children and they love to go trick-or-treating because they love sweets, so...
There you have it. Buckingham is a Halloween town, but let's hope the bonfire night can push back next year. This is Richard Abasuga, Buckingham News.
Next week, transport for Buckingham's virtual permits for on-street parking in residential permit areas will launch. It was supposed to be rolled out on September the 27th, but was pushed back due to technical difficulties. TFB says that the new system will reduce the time it takes to apply for and receive a permit, as a virtual permit becomes valid as soon as it is approved. Traffic wardens will be able to enforce the new permits by using handheld devices that allow them to instantly check the database that approves cars. The Buckingham Library unveiled a new tapestry exhibition on Saturday commemorating Remembrance Day. It contains 10 different frames, each one depicting a decade from 1918 to 2018, using images from the last 100 years in the UK to honor the end of the First World War. The final result took 2 whole years to create. They also managed to gather 1,500 signatures from school kids, adding a modern-day element to the display. Following last week's OTM drag party, the University Pride Society held a seminar on the history of drag. This took place at Verney Park on Friday, the 26th of October. Attendees met with executives and other members of the society to discuss Stonewall riots, past and present LGBTQ rights. There were many that enjoyed the party at the OTM, however, only a handful showed up to the seminar. Many members believe there was still a long way to go in terms of true equalities for all gender and sexes, but the seminar was a celebration of drag. And now, over to sports with Timothy Nkum.
Thanks, Malaika. The University of Buckingham's basketball team, the Barons, had their first game in NBL Division 1 against the MK Knights last week. There are now over 600 teams competing in this sport across the country. Sophia Rook was courtside to bring you the score.
The Barons were greeted with a surprise last Tuesday at their first game of the NBL season. Initially registered in Division 2, the university team were upgraded to Div 1 and faced their rivals from last year's cup final, the MK Knights. With the home team tipping the jump and the opposition taking some early unsuccessful threes, the Barons grabbed the reins. A first basket from number 23, supported by a quick steal from number 10, fueled the first quarter. However, a counter by Knights 35 kept the score tight. New players were fed into the play, but a couple of fouls got picked up as they adjusted to NBL rules. Almar also got called for a foul that would come back to haunt him, but a clean, firm block on Knights number 12 sealed the opposition's fate by the quarter's close. The Knights' defence at the start of the third quarter proved difficult to break, but the Barons isolated weaknesses with the 1-3-1 offence and quick breaks. Almar fouled once more at the end of the third and was subsequently ejected from the court and will serve a one-match suspension. The final quarter was enthusiastic and light as the Barons began to taste victory. Good screens paved the way for easy layups and helped the home team prevail over the previously undefeated Div 1 champions. Next week the Barons face the MK Knights 1 away to see if they can start this winning streak again. This is Sophia Rook for Buckingham News.
And now back to the studio.
Mamma Mia. Italy is a country known for its fantastic wine and pasta, a staple dish which is loved worldwide. With a huge wealth of pasta dishes to choose from, it's often difficult to decide which you'd like for dinner. Luckily, one of our resident Italians, Alice Massimiani, has brought her father to show you how to make an authentic pasta carbonara.
La pasta alla carbonara è simbolo della cucina italiana, amata e apprezzata da tutti. Si racconta che i soldati italiani impegnati durante la Seconda Guerra Mondiale nelle zone del Lazio, del Molise e della Campania ebbero l'opportunità di assaggiare e affezionarsi alla tipica pasta cacio e ova abruzzese. Secondo quanto si narra tra realtà storica e leggenda, a questa ricetta venne aggiunto il guanciale, tipico della zona, e eventualmente la pancetta affumicata.
Com'è? Buona!
Ti servirà spaghetti, pancetta, delle uova, del parmigiano, sale, pepe, olio extravergine di oliva. Per iniziare sbatti 4 uova in una ciotola, aggiungendo parmigiano, pepe ed un pizzico di sale. Come secondo step metti a bollire 5 litri d'acqua in una pentola per spaghetti. Mentre aspetti che l'acqua bolle, taglia a piccoli cubetti la pancetta e mettili in una padella con un goccio di olio extravergine di oliva. Una volta che gli spaghetti sono cotti, scola e unisci al soffritto nella padella. Come ultimo step aggiungi il preparato di uovo, parmigiano e pepe. Questo è un tipico piatto della nostra tradizione che spesso gli stranieri maltrattano.
This is my dad's plate from Italy, and that just showed you how to make the proper Italian carbonara. And this is Alice Massimiani from Buckingham News.
Thank you for watching Buckingham News. See you next week.